Hello, everyone. Richard Carlton here. Welcome to another awesome day of FileMaker training. Today is Tuesday. Yep, we got through Monday. It was very difficult, but we got through Monday, and now it's a new day, which means it's 1 o'clock. It's time for some awesome FileMaker training. And today's kind of a fun day because it's a collective, a lot of little random bits and pieces. Very exciting today. For those of you who pointed this out, John sent us a new version of the video player. And he did give us any benefits of the new video player. He just basically abstracted. He took all the goodness, kept it for himself, and we got. So I went back and said, John, you realize it's just as sucky as it was before. And he goes, oh, it should be twice as fast. How come it's not as fast? And then he realizes that he actually didn't turn on his new code. I'm like, that's why you test. It's called testing. It's a T word. All of you FileMaker developers out there, testing. So. Here's the 45 video player. It's going to attempt to run an update. I'm going to tell it, would you like to update? Like, there's a new version here, 46 is available. Proceed. Now it's going to download the new video player, which is a new FileMaker file. It's going to move some secret data over, and then it's going to mark the old file as old. And this is really great if you're building your own kind of little product that people can buy and sell and stuff like that. And so there's a little bit of a screen update going on here. And then when it's done, we shouldn't have 45 and 46. We'll just have number 46, right? Pretty cool. So very exciting. We're actually watching this happen. We're going to test it in flight. Oh, it's so slow. It makes it so painful. But it's doing a complete update. So when you get the new video player, it's going to get all the records. And then going forward, it's supposed to only get the ones that change, right? So we're very excited about that. There we go. Oh, you like the little green check? Oh, it makes me feel so warm and snuggly inside. It says the old file was named to old. So then there's 46 right there, as you can see it, that renamed the new one old. We didn't delete it because we were like, maybe someone has some like really important, they don't want to get rid of it. So we just name it old. So the idea is that if you see it, you know it's old, you don't double click it. Now I'm in the new one right now, and I want to say update the latest videos. I say, basically this is a re-download, legacy download of everything. Don't do this unless somehow you suspect that we tell you that this is like only in the event of an emergency. I'm going to try this. That was pretty quick. All right, now let's do it a second time because now it should be totally up to date. I'm going to try it one more time. That's pretty quick. And so all it's doing is finding the records that have changed. So it's kind of, we wrote our own little synchronization. We call it Hoagie Sync, right? Named after John Hogle. So it uses patented technology, Hoagie Sync. So that is that right there. You get the latest video player right there. For those of you wondering if you can watch our live stream videos like they're recorded, they get cleaned up by Jeremy. So you can say select a course, you can go to live streams right here, and you can go and click. And so we're all the way updated through Friday of last week. Now it's really important. Let's talk about the upcoming broadcast schedule real quick, because people at Claris are suddenly paying attention to what we're doing a little bit. It was kind of funny because they were like, oh, Richard, yeah, whatever Richard's doing, we don't particularly care. There's my thing there. I'll put that away. And so they're like, oh, we got keyboard shortcuts today. Tomorrow is Joe Martin from 360 Works. So then some lady is like, Joe Martin is an evil person we're going to be watching. I'm like, what? And she's serious, but you know how many Joe Martins are on the internet? They're trying to find like the Joe Martin that screwed them out of millions of dollars. Different Joe Martin, apparently. Apparently, Joe Martin is a common name. It's like Steve Smith. I think there's plenty of Steve Smith. So then, so Wednesday is with an outlaw named Joe Martin from 360 Works. Then we have the Jacob Taylor's Wednesday server for Windows installation of Windows Server. We're going to be doing on AWS. Expect about a 2-hour broadcast. It's going to be, you might want to pack a snack. You have a cold frosty one. We can pop a cold frosty one. Oh yeah, baby. So with or without adult beverages is fine. A lot going on here. Let me show you a couple, something that we just kind of cooked up. So this is the upcoming broadcast schedule. If you want our on-demand FileMaker video training, you have to pay for that. It's really great training. I highly recommend you check it out and renew. And so if you want more information on that, you go to fmtrain.tv. The live button over here is how you get to our broadcast schedule, as you can see that. We're not broadcasting next Monday. It's a Memorial Day. It's a U.S. holiday, so it means that it gives us a chance to have a 3-day weekend, which is nice because most of my team will be drunk and hungover on Monday morning, so they need an extra day to recover. And then if you want our paid training, come to our bundles over here. Take a look at one of our training bundles. We have individual courses, but there's so many of them, we don't sell them individually anymore. It's just too much work. Just buy a bundle. You get 1 year of all our stuff. It's awesome. So check out the bundle button under fmtrain.tv. So let's talk about today's broadcast. Myles is here to help me a little bit. We're talking about keyboard shortcuts in the FileMaker platform, and I was digging around. A couple things came up. Did you guys find the PDFs posted to the area for Michael, and has he done that yet and all that? So he's supposed to post. So we have there's a FileMaker developer who I think is a really interesting guy. He's contributed. He's made a lot of stuff for the FileMaker community. His name is Tony White, and you've probably seen him present once or twice before. Tony White Designs. And if you do this, you come up to his website, and it's very like 1980 website design, but it's cool. And what he does is he builds these. I want to do a shout out for this because I think this is kind of a little bit relevant here. There's no single repository for keyboard shortcuts, or for no single listing. So hopefully Megan was going to write these down for us, and Claris talks about some of them, but the information is spread all over. This is one of the sources of random FileMaker knowledge, right? And so we're going to get these posted, but he made some PDFs. And so one of the PDFs he created was called Fun Facts with Tony White. And in here, he does talk about some keyboard shortcuts. And so keyboard shortcuts are very specific to the area that you're visiting in the FileMaker interface, specific to the context, I guess I should say. So if you're in field definitions or relationship graph, that you'll get one set of keyboard shortcuts. And so then if you're in scripts, there's all sorts of little shortcuts you can do, not just keyboard. Well, I guess they're technically keyboard shortcuts, right? Clicking on things a certain way. And it's always hurt my head because they kind of change a little bit sometimes, and it breaks the way I program I train my hands. I'm like, hand, you must do things a certain way. And my hand goes, yes, no problem, master. And so it goes down there and does it, but then after years it changes, right? So someone will make notes. Oh, yeah, there's no Megan. Good job. You scared Megan off. All right, well, so what I want to do is point out that Tony White is a fantastic guy, and he's done this fun facts, and randomly in the fun facts are little keyboard shortcuts, right? Like little nuggety keyboard shortcuts. But let's start with the basics. So if you go into FileMaker 19, you're in FileMaker. So let's go to, it's like I'm over here, here's FileMaker. I'm gonna click on it. There's our demo. If I go to help and I say keyboard shortcuts, it's like the second one down from the top. It's like it's got its own little nuggety area. And all they programmed that to do was to hunt down and find this page within the help. So for those of you who wonder about this, Claris is basically the main source of documentation for the FileMaker platform is your help. On server, it's the help when you're in the server. On Mac or Windows, it's here. I think FileMaker Go even has his own help. So you can do the search, you get the keyboard shortcuts. Largely, there's an equivalent on the Windows side. It'll be slightly different. So you can see over here, I've got Mac keyboard shortcuts right here. Over here is Window keyboard shortcut, right? Yeah, Command Q, Command Q, Command Q. Yeah, so here is a list of the keyboard shortcuts. These are all the basic ones. I think what you're going to find that there are a lot of them that if you're doing a repetitive task in the FileMaker platform, your hand will learn, Command F, Command B, Command L. So browse mode, Command F find mode, Command L for layout mode, Command U is preview mode, but a lot of people don't use preview too much. And then, of course, you can go into Command Shift S, so you have to start doing these contorted hand things with FileMaker to get 3 keys down at the same time. So if I'm in over here and I want to go to File, Manage Database, you'll see the little shortcuts right here. So you have Command Shift S, Command Shift D. You're going to use those a lot. Then you got Command Shift L, which goes to this layout manager right here, which is Nick was complaining this hasn't changed in 15 or 20 years or whatever it's been, and we were laughing about that last week, I think. But anyway, pretty interesting stuff. So they have the keyboard shortcuts. So if you're actually in, what ends up happening is if I go to a keyboard shortcut, I'm going to go Command Shift D and open it up and go to relationship graph. There are shortcuts in here that do things, right? And so, and I don't even know what all of them are, but Tony was in here writing about some of these. So if I bring up the Tony document and point this out, what we want to do is I can't interact with FileMaker. Let me see, where'd the Tony, this one right here. Nope, not that one. Well, that's a good one too. Switch between layouts quickly. In layout mode, you can switch between layouts by pressing the keyboard shortcut Command Option K or Control Option K on Windows. Really? See, that's like oops, don't delete it. I want to go ahead and hit discard that. So if I go to layout mode, and then normally I would show the status area. Oh, showing the status area. Super awesome. I use my thumb, my fat thumb, to hit Control and Option on my keyboard at the same time, for those of you wondering about that. So what I do is I use my thumb to hit these two keys down here, right? Those two right there, right? Fat thumb, wham, Option and Control, Command together. And then you can hit Command, or if you're going to try to go to field definitions, you're using, a keyboard shortcut of 3 fingers, right? So it's this kind of crazy finger gymnastics. So if you have arthritis, it's probably going to be a hard time for you. Anyway, so let me flip myself back the other way. So but they said Command Option, was it K? Was that allow me? No. I need to be in FileMaker. No. Open quickly. Am I in FileMaker? What is that? Anyone know what that is? Yes, that's new. Kyle is there. Kyle, I need your help. We should call Kyle in. Except Kyle doesn't have Slack. That is an open quickly. I have no idea what that is. So if I hit Command Option S, status toolbar, super useful. So that's those two, my fat thumb, Option Command S, status toolbar. I use this like crack all the time, because unless someone locks it, you can pop it up or down with the keyboard shortcut. If someone locks it, then it's kind of stuck and you have to script it to do that. You're supposed to be able to jump to layouts quickly by typing. Right? So it shows you how much I know. Okay. So what do I want to go to? Ooh, I type something. And then I can go down. Oh, wow. I just discovered a new feature in FileMaker. Oh! So who's learning? Am I here learning, or who's learning where? You always, listen, we talked about the other day, you always learn something new, because they put things in there, and there's a lot in the damn product. It's pretty good. So, yeah, learning. Me too. Yeah, we're all learning. So Kyle, since other tricks in here that you do, is it just for layouts, or is it for, because see what Claris did is they got rid of the status toolbar up here, but I like to be able to flip layouts like this, right? I like to be able to do that. It doesn't confuse me. Marketing decided that was a bad idea. Let's remove that, right? Somehow that's a good thing, right? So it's Command Option S is status toolbar up or down, but Command Option K, open quickly. So we're going through your favorite, your favorite keyboard shortcuts. My favorite keyboard shortcuts are, once again, showing and hiding the status toolbar. If you're in browse mode, you frequently need to be able, like a lot of people I'm going to do my own status toolbar because I don't want to show the one that Claris has. I'm going to do my own because I'm so much better than they are, which is fine. But then some of us have to actually do work when behind the scenes to help support the solution, and we're constantly diving in and out of here to do stuff. And then you're on a layout and you don't understand what's going on. I don't understand the context. You can't see the context and really tell what's going on unless you show the status toolbar. You see your found set, your sort order, really the name of the layout you're on, etc. Right? So pretty cool. So if I go Command Option K, I'm in browse mode. So Command Option K in browse mode does nothing. Okay, but in layout mode, it does something. Okay, so you're writing scripts. So most people here are writing scripts one way or the other. I'm going to make myself slightly smaller. Gotta go. I'm going on a diet. I'm really thin. Okay, so I'm over here in scripts. So let's talk about some basic scripts that we all play with. So we do set field and set variable. Set field, right? So so you can click into it. It does the anticipated item. You can do S, right? Speak, SE, and then eventually you get to it. Now, FileMaker does support certain acronyms like GTRR. So if you type GTRR, you go to related record, right? It's the beginning of each of the words. Or if you type PSOS like that, perform script on server, that's pretty cool. But set field is one that has always frustrated me. About a year ago, we did this broadcast. I think I was frustrated at the same thing. So I hit the return key on my Mac, boom, return key. Then we're still on the line. We're selected on the line. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. We'll have some fun with this. So I'm on the line. If I click here, I'm off the line. It's off focus. Now it's in focus, but it was blue before. So then it was, so if I'm here, I can go up and down with my cursor keys, up and down, but the blue isn't selected. It was like that. So if I go right cursor, it selects it, right? You see that? So you can't see my left finger. If I go left cursor that way, right cursor, it's almost like I'm down. I can't, people can't see my hands moving. The idea I can move my mouse, but you're going up and down here and you're pushing into or attacking into that spot with the right. What just happened? Okay, that's a keyboard shortcut on my Mirror Pro program. So that's dangerous. So we're in FileMaker. Okay, here we go. So I can push the cursor up and down and then in, right, in. We get that. And now what do? We hit return? Nope, it took us down. That inserts a line, right? So we want to go right and then hit spacebar. Then we get it. We can go up and down again. So I use spacebar to activate the blue gear, right? Yeah, if you select one line, you select multiple lines by holding the shift and arrow keys. Ooh. So if I click on here, oh, that's the break. Say we're on here, and then I hit shift, and then I Kyle's so smart. So how do I select the line in the first place, Kyle? Like the return? No. I go up. Oh, so I'm moving my focus thing up, but then if I want to start selecting multiple lines and I hold the shift key down, then I start moving my cursor up and down. Nice. And then you can hit the shortcut for disable script steps, really important script step. So you can test things like disable things. It's command and the, I guess, / It's underneath the question mark. Boop. So that's disabled. Very, very good keyboard shortcut. TK says SF, enter space bar and then arrow keys and then space bar again. Yep. So we're there. Right key, space bar again, and then then I got the left and right key. So the left and right key allows me to go and do stuff, and the space bar allows me to select it. And so I can select, and then I guess I hit return, and then down, and then specify. What if I undo that? I hit space. I turn it off, then I turn it back on. Okay, great. So that allows you to do that. Come down, calculate a result. Once again, space is like the activation. It's very counterintuitive. You assume that would be return, right? Like return is like go activate, go forth and be fruitful. So there you go. So there's a space bar that does that. Escape key can drop us out if we want to escape. And then if I escape there, so escape kind of takes me all the way out. So if I go, I'm on the line, I go right into it. It turns it blue. Once again, turns it blue. A blue space, and up and down select. I can hit space. It'll say, hey, would you like to specify something, right? And then I can escape key backs me out sequentially, which is kind of nice. So backs out to this, then backs out off the. If I hit it again, it backs off the blue selection, right? Pretty slick. So these are all the little keyboard shortcuts that go on. It's navigating in an interface, coding as fast as possible for those of you who get into this, right? So Kyle says. Alt shift up or down arrow will select all the rows above. Okay, now I'm nervous. We're gonna find some code here. So we're gonna go. So I'm down here somewhere. I'm gonna go down. Then I hit Alt shift up. Oh, that just swapped it. That was interesting. Okay, I held Control and Command together, and then up or down key allows me to move it up and down. Woo, that's sexy. I like that, right? So what if I shift select several, and then I try to move that group? Very exciting. I feel like a 3-year-old in a candy store. This is so cool. Function return saves the open function return. What the hell is a function return? I'm on a Mac, guys. Function is not a word that's even in our vocabulary over here. But this stuff is a lot of serious PC stuff. For those without a native enter key, the function return. Oh, yeah, the dialogue with that. Okay, so now what was select all the items above or below? What was that again? I'm trying to figure that out. Well, that moves it. Okay, those move it. Wow, is that like a whole, what happened? I held down the Option key and I hit up and down. Did it move a whole, it moved the whole to the, oh, it was like a home button. All right, so I'm gonna hold the Option key down, I'll go to the up arrow, bam, it goes to the very top. You watch over here, we've jumped from line 1 to line 7. I thought it might go down a section. If I control, okay, on the Mac, I guess that's a reserved thing there. Control up and down, that's your app switcher on the Mac. Okay, so we go up and down, Option, holding Option down, going up or down, cause it to really jump the header, footer. Command up and down, still moves up and down. Option, you have to select an item. Oh, if you select Option and Command, then we can move it together. Yeah, got it. So I'm really going to script a sentence here. Margaret, you see any, Miles, we have any questions along the way? A lot of conversation here, right? So the trick is you can become a lot faster in the FileMaker platform, even when you're doing low code. A lot of us are low code people here. We don't like sit and code JavaScript all day. Kyle's a pro code, what we call pro code guy. That's the current terminology. Miles, you're new to the FileMaker platform. Not really, but you're new to being like a serious senior developer. How much of the shortcut stuff and scripts do you personally use? I'm curious. Legit question.
Yeah. I mean, these recent ones you're doing, moving lines and stuff, I've never used those. It's mostly.
Oh, that was it. Okay, the Option, Shift, and then up. So if I'm on this line, so say I'm like right here, and I hit Option and Shift, and I go up, it selects all the stuff above. If I'm on a line down here, and I hit Option, Shift, down, it's going to select everything below me. That's interesting. So you can select everything below and say, comment it out, right? Or delete it, or whatever you want. Command plus A, I use a lot. Command plus A. What does Command plus A do? Oh, selecting all. Yes. Or Shift select. Yeah. See, that's how I would normally use it, because I don't do it enough to just to use the keyboard. I still use the mouse quite a bit. Or you can grab a section here, and then I think you can grab it, and then I'll hold the Shift key down, and then select and create a group. So how much, Miles? I kind of cut you off there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I mean, copy paste, select all, saving. I do use the auto type. So like you were doing the GTRR typing that.
Yeah.
I use those. But yeah.
Shift does all rows between 2 clicks. Shift does all rows between 2 clicks.
Yeah, so if you click on a line, hold Shift, and then you click on like a line 10 down, it's gonna select.
Oh yeah. That's it's select. It's Shift is your spot. Same on the Mac, the Finder on the Macintosh. Mm-hmm. It selects that way down. Or if you want to select individual lines, you're gonna click a line, then hold the Command key down, the cloverleaf key on the Mac. And then once again, this is all the same on Windows. It's just a different modifier key down there. What we call modifier keys are Shift, Control, Option, Alt, Command key. Type it for me on my Mac is my expander of choice. Type it for me on the Mac. Switching between 2 lines, Command, Control, Command, switching 2 lines. Oh yeah, the swappy thing, right? So if I go, no, I didn't do it. Oh yeah, nope. How do I? Oh, it's these 2, right? Okay, so I'm holding Control and Option down, and it allows you to swap 2 lines up or down, or move something, or have a whole group of stuff. Say that this is all way important; it goes way up here. So I'm gonna hold Alt or Option down and Control on the keyboard on the Mac, and I'm gonna go the up key, and I'm kind of moving that whole group. Which is, you do it with the mouse, or you can do it with this. And it's really fluid and smooth on the screen. It's like almost buttery smooth. Kind of weird. Feels really nice. So the one thing about it is that if you dig through random sources, once again, kind of like the like this one right here, was that new switch between layouts quickly, Command or Control Option K. That was a good tip. But nowhere is this stuff in one place, right? Like if you come in here and you want to see, general keyboard shortcuts, then you've got navigating keyboard shortcuts, and then you got Windows display keyboard shortcuts, which is weird. Then copy paste value shortcuts. I mean, there's a million things here in here. To replace a field value, that's dangerous. Command =. You can rapidly screw yourself with a replace command, because you can just blow out a field and destroy everything. So that one only works if you're in a field. That's an editable field, right? But there's oh, here we go. Script workspace shortcuts. Oh, there we go. New script, save script, Command S, right? Custom keyboard shortcuts, install script. Ooh, did he make a thing for us? I have severe awesomeness going on here. I love it when people dig up. All right, I'm gonna find. Oh. Is Discord still there? Do we lose Discord? You guys still there? Okay. If I fire it up, it will override and blow out Myles.
I'll Slack it to you.
Yeah, why don't you Slack me the link so I don't open Discord to get it? Can you Slack me the link before I destroy the broadcast? I keep thinking I'm driving the show here, but I'm actually not driving anything. There's Myles. There's the keyboard right here. Text soup. Blah, blah, blah. Keyboard shortcuts enhancer tool created by Matt Petrowski. Shortcut enhancer tool. Is this what we're looking at, or we're looking at something else? Oh, isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? So FileMakerStandards.org, which is an interesting website. It was back when all these people really were, kind of contributing to the FileMaker kind of standards, and they're trying to come up with standards here. The problem is it rapidly gets out of hand. And remember, they're talking about 12 and 13 in here, so at some point it's relevant, but not really relevant. But this is cute right here, this little shortcuts tool. Currently, interesting. So yeah, so that's an interesting little sample there. Can we make sure we cross post? I'm going to post this link for those of you. Tony White, custom, yeah. So what does that do? TK, are you there? You have your headset on? I have problems using Matt's tool on newer versions. Okay, so this may not work with the newer version of FileMaker, right? So
well, Scott's saying that Tony's took that and built on it. So I don't know if you go back if there's another link.
So this technique extends the what? Okay, so and enter my presentation and take the shortcut by Daniel Wood. So these are some shortcuts right here.
He gives like a shell script above that you have to do in terminal, so it's not a like sample file really.
Okay, all right. Well, there you go. So yeah. So if all you this is okay, so we'll give a homework assignment to Kyle. Kyle, go back and research this and figure out if it's good, and then you could give us a book review at our book review club. We'll get Kyle Slack. Kyle needs Slack. We'll buy it for him. Poor guy feels so unloved. All right, so scroll up. I'm scrolling up. Now what? Someone told me to scroll up. Scott Kane said scroll up. Take the shortcut by Daniel. Daniel Wood is the guys from Digital Fusion, right? These guys. So there's all sorts of layout tidy using no shortcuts. Cool, because you say time hunting, they usually put your cursor after you expand your calc. Yeah, so Oregon Dean's like said, I'll check it out. Moki says it's cool because it saves time. Yeah. Oh, there's another one right here. The Team DF blog keyboard custom shortcuts. Is that custom? Download the sample custom shortcuts. Okay. I'm downloading the custom shortcuts. Okay. Welcome to custom shortcuts. Knock it off, Margaret. Margaret's in here. Take a shortcut. Okay. Welcome to the world of keyboard shortcuts. Wow, look at this. Thank you, Matt Petrowski. So they took what Matt did and quit working, and then they made it better. Mac only. Remember, this example is Mac only. Why use the shortcuts, how it works. Wow, that's a great link. So we need to make sure we put that link. I'm going to cross-post that into YouTube for those of you. Kyle Williams, good one. You get a gold star, Kyle Williams. Good one. Yeah, so Team DF, Delta Foxtrot is Digital Fusion. We have done a number of videos talking about their double click, like when you have like how to simulate or fake a double click, how to fix non-interactive containers to make them interactive, little sample files from them. The Daniel Wood, the folks there, They've done some really neat sample files, and so they're great contributors to the FileMaker community. I want to definitely say thank you to them. And once again, it's funny because the thing is, like Matt Petrowski, he builds the stuff, and it's so on the periphery edge of barely working. And I remember watching Clay Mackel going, "That works like that?" He goes, "Ooh, that's not support. I don't know that'll work in the next version, right?" And then so it works and works, then one day it quits working, and then people are like, "Ah!" It's like you can put executable code into a block of text on a layout on the side of a FileMaker layout, right? And it'll execute the text. That's code, right? Petrowski was doing that, and I remember going, "Oh shit!" And other people are going, "Wow, you just like glued text onto layout as a text object, and it would execute it." Oh, right. I don't know if you guys ever remember that. That was just off the hook. Team DF just emailed you. Drag and drop demo works great. Got to figure out how they incorporate. They make some really slick stuff. Yeah, they're great contributors. I think they're fantastic. Maybe we should invite them on the show for a dog and pony show, right? As a reminder, some of you want Christian Schmidt from Monkey Bread is saying, "Hey, let me know if you guys have questions about things. Guys and gals have questions," and he will come back with his Monkey Bread plugin and do a dog and pony show. But we need to give him a specific list of things that kind of like little chores for him to do to show how his plugin is great. But Margaret, we should definitely talk to DF and our Daniel Woods and see if we can get them over here. But it's really kind of a weird time for them, right? Because it's early in the morning, right?
Yeah.
They're behind or ahead, the dateline, whatever.
Australia, right?
Yeah, it's Australia. All right. Well, that's it for today. There has been a conversation about this. We put a lot of sample files here. If you're looking at shortcuts in the FileMaker platform, lots of exciting things on that end. Note for Jeremy on the editing, we just want to keep it on topic on the shortcuts. But yeah, the shortcuts is always kind of an evolving thing. People build shortcut tools and they quit working, and then build new tools and quit working. I think a lot of tools, if Claris keeps going down this road of kind of this like re-engineer overhaul of the FileMaker platform, which would be really good and useful, a lot of the tools along the way will get broke. We'll have to kind of refactor a lot of these kind of tools like this that you see right here. If you would like to have a comment, let us know what you think, what you would like to see, what in terms of broadcast you would like us to do. Shoot us an email to support RC Consulting. Thanks, Myles. Roll film. Tape.
Just stepped up the whole way. Calm, cool, collected the quarterback. Great read, good patience. More importantly, great job up front protecting this quarterback to give you a chance. And that's all you can ask for.
Trying to rally down 10. 9:25 to go here in the fourth. Short motion by Amendola from the left. Brady takes the shotgun snap. Stands in, throws it left for Amendola. Reaches up and snacks a high throw and lands inside the 10. Rolling to the 9. Ball slightly behind him, but Danny makes the grab.